Everything you want in life actually already does exist, right? So the thing is that you also have to build the life that matches your vision. But in order for you to do that, you have to stop dreaming and hoping and actually put in that action to it. So you want to put your foot to the pedal so you can get it started, right? So first things first, I do want to explain to you that you can't have it without seeing it. So I need you to also envision the things that you're wanting in life, the person that you want to be, before you start getting to work. So that means that if you have to write it down, if you have to speak it into existence, if you have to see it, you will see it once you start putting those things on paper, once you start speaking those things into existence. Because in the Bible, it also does mention that he that might write it upon tablets, he that may read it may run as well. So you also want to make sure that you're doing the things that you want and also writing it down. How can you have these things if you're not writing it down, if you're not speaking into existence? Even when those things get hard, it looks like nothing is starting, I promise you, you have to see it before it becomes reality. So when you're putting in that work, it may look like it's 0%, but I promise you the work is working. You can't give up. You can't be like, I don't see it. I don't see it in 1.5 seconds, so I'm actually going to give up on it. Because no, that's not how it works. When you put your mind to something, you have to have faith, belief plus action. You have to understand that some things take time. Hell, if it takes 10 years, it doesn't matter. At least after that 10 year, you put in the work. You don't want to keep digging with your shovel, and by the time you get to it, you give up and somebody else do one little dig and they have what you already envisioned for yourself. The life that you want exists, but you have to make sure that you create it. Whatever it is that you want, you can have it. Just make sure you have belief plus action. Something you need to make sure that you have in this process, you need to make sure that you are disciplined. Discipline equals self-respect. Because if you're not disciplined, then how can these things get started, right? So the thing is that even after excitement fades away, you need to make sure that you keep moving. It's going to look a little hard. It's going to get tiring. It's going to be times that you may not even feel like doing it anymore, but you need to keep pushing. You know what keeps me moving? What keeps me moving even when I'm tired and I'm draining and I feel like that I can't go anymore, I tell myself, this is the thing that I want in life. This is what I need to work out. And I always bring up the past life, because sometimes you need to understand that you are in competition, but you are in competition with yourself. You're in competition with bettering yourself. You're in competition with healing yourself. You need to understand that you need to be uncomfortable sometimes so the discipline can work. You need to understand that you never want to go back to a certain lifestyle, that you never want to experience certain things, because this is what you need to take place. It can work out as long as you discipline yourself. You have to put in the work. Those days when you don't feel like going and when you are tired, put something in your mind that you feel like that you need to do it for. Who is it that motivates you? What is it that motivates you? Motivation gets you started, but the discipline keeps you going. Understand that those small habits are more worth it than taking bigger actions. So those small things you do daily and you put towards your actions is going to make a difference, I swear. By minute, by second, by small percentages, whatever it is, those small things that you do towards your goals, towards your vision, is going to make a difference in the long run. Designing your dream reality means you have to be intentional about things, right? Life doesn't just happen. It is based off of the choices that you make. So what I mean by that is, for example, let me give you an example. Say if you have a test in the morning, right? You have a test in the morning, but your friend is like, hey, come to this party with me, girl. You could just come for a little while because it could be a little fun with the woo, yada, yada. So you either have the choice to stay in and study because you feel like that you don't know as much as you should, so you want to use that extra time to study, or you can go use your free time to go party, right? So the thing is that now you're set in between two things. You can either be set back or you can either be pushed forward. So those choices that you make can either put you ahead in the long run, or it can set you back 10 times. You never know. So you want to be intentional about the things that you're doing, the choices that you're making, whether or not you want to spend some time to get yourself together, whether or not you want to cut out that free time, because sometimes it's going to take those days where you have to sacrifice your fun, where you have to sacrifice your sleep, where you have to sacrifice and just lay back and lay low so you can get yourself together so life can actually turn out the way that you want it to, because everything is based off of your design. You create the blueprint, you set the traps, and it's up to you where you will be in a couple of days, in a couple of months, in some years, because things are always changing. You never know what can be happening in the next few seconds, but you do have the choice to make those choices now. So you want to be able to be intentional about the things and the choices that you are making. You are the architect and you lay bricks daily. So I would also say that your environment matters as well. So when it comes to your environment, who are the people that you surround yourself with? What is your mindset? What are you doing? What is your routine? How are you adding to the life that you want? Are you lazy? Are you procrastinating? What are you doing to actually add to the life that you actually want? So as you lay your bricks, you need to be intentional about the choices that you do. You need to focus on your environment, focus on your mindset, make those routines, whatever it is that you need to do. You need to lay those bricks, lay that foundation of the life that you want so you can actually design it and make sure that it becomes a reality for you. So as you lay your bricks and your foundation, you need to set some goals, right? You need to set goals by category in your life. Like, what is it that you're willing to change and what is it that you're willing to elevate? Because understand that you cannot be scared to change. You have to be willing to grow. You need to audit your life and see what it is that you're doing wrong, or what is it that's not matching the future you. This is your life. You have the choice to actually make it better or keep going in the same direction that you don't want to go. So you need to do better. In order for you to do better, you need to make better choices. You need to be intentional. You need to discipline yourself, because those things will decide the path that you would take. Every day, you can either get up and make excuses about the life that you have, or you can get up and do better. You can't sit there and complain about what's going wrong and not put no action to it. You may have those moments where you feel defeated and cry and feel like giving up, but you cannot give up today, because the things that you want are actually closer than you think it is. You can either start by day one, or you can keep saying one day. I'd rather you choose day one. Stop setting this deadline, or stop setting this day that you're not going to do, because when it comes, you sit there and procrastinate. How about you start today and actually take action of your life? You have the power to control your life if you control your mindset. It's going to cost you some things, but it doesn't matter. It's okay to take off and actually focus on yourself, because you are building the person that you want to be. And you don't want to be stuck in something that you no longer desire. You're going to be miserable the rest of your life if you keep settling for the things that don't fit you, that don't fit your vision. You're going to keep dreaming and keep hoping for something that's not going to happen because you're not even taking action. It's going to take you to take action. It's going to take you to look like that you're crazy, or that you're standing out beyond everybody, because nobody is used to anybody taking action and putting their foot to the actual pedal. They're used to everybody just talking about it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Do something about it. Wake up early. Go to sleep a little early, or sacrifice some sleep for it. This is your life, and you need to take action. You need to lock in before you tap out. People, I said, lock in before you tap out, before it's too late, before you lose the opportunity to do what you need to do. Everybody was set out here for a purpose. They had a purpose, they had a vision. Those visions, those goals, those dreams that set on your heart was not set there for no reason. It was actually coming in for your future self to be like, hey, this is what I see for us. This is what I want. And it's up to you to get us there. I want to see you in the future. So these are the steps that you actually need to do. And it's for you. You can get there as long as you put your mind to it. A life that matches your vision is not about perfection. It's about alignment, right? It's about aligning everything with your future self so you can become the person or live the life that you desire or that you're destined to live. You can't give up. You got to keep going, and you got to get up every day and do what you have to do so you can get closer to that self. So you can actually start today and build your future self, because she or he is going to thank you for it later on. It's going to be hard, but it's worth the challenge.